Whoa. Good morning. Whoa. Hey, Mike, how are you? Gary, good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Dan. Morning, Chris. Morning, Andrew. Hey, Glenn. Billy, how are you? Oh no, Rochelle. What's going on? Hey, Miles. I might be able to fix it real quick. There's a few. Cletus dealer for sniper was just to get out of that last position. BRO, we got out. Hey, Robert. Good question, Chris. I have to go. Honestly, I have to go back and look now because everything that I kind of derived was from this morning, and the market's kind of, you know, it's moved a lot. Certain assets moved. Good morning, Andrew. Hey, Kurt. Robert, how are you? Hey, Brandon. No, I did not get a haircut. It's just pushed back today. There he is. You're early today. Pretty positive they sent out the email today. Yep. They did. Hey, Doug. Lots to talk about today. Oh, all right. Yes, Carrie, it is. That's funny. That's Roger's favorite question. Uh, Brandon, no, I really haven't. I've probably gotten something about it, but always live, Carrie. That I cannot do.
Look, coming after you.
Oh boy. Good, Steve. Uh, yeah, I sent you an email, Ken, but maybe it didn't go through. Let me check. Oh, you got it. That's a start. We're getting closer. Mm. Yeah, it'd be nice if they had a little variety. Uh, Rochelle, honestly, if you send an email, you'll probably get a response faster. Hey, Cyrus. Brett, how are you? Pat, oh, you guys are piling in now. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm still Roger. Hey, John. Coming in, Roger? Oh, there you are. Sweet.
The audio's working, and this meeting is being live streamed, Matt.
Yep.
Did you know about this?
I did.
No. I'm just messing with you. Hey, Rochelle. Hey, Robert. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? Let me mute my audio so I don't have any echo. Let us know if we have any echo. We shouldn't, but sometimes Matt forgets to turn off his microphone and his camera. His camera has a mic that turns on sometimes. Hey, Brett. Hey, John. How are you? Good to see you. Brendan, how are you? Good. The morning started out rough. My wife had a flat tire. I went to physical therapy for my first day. And then I have a haircut at 2:00 today. It's a crazy day today. Crazy day. The good news is we got the second computer working. I'm one step closer to getting my Think or Swim up here, which it's actually already on there. Hey, BB, how are you? Krish, how are you? I blame everything on Matt. Anything that good happens is me. Anything that bad happens is his fault. We'll be starting in about 5 minutes, folks. Hope everyone's is well. And I apologize that you did not yet receive your emails on time. The man who sends the emails, his son, who's 2 years old, fell and hit his head and or his arm or something. And so they had an emergency. He couldn't send it out. So I get it. I get things like that happen all the time. I mean, that's just life. Scott, it was just to close the position out. We just wanted to make sure that the position got closed out. All it was doing was just closing out a position. Was it a profitable position, Matt, or a loss?
Well, it was a break even when I sent it, and then we lost about 2% on it.
So,
but we gained on the underlying. We just had.
Well, there you go. Yeah, small loss, scratch, nothing big. But we got to make room. That program's been around for about 9 years, 9 or 10 years, Matt, if you can believe that.
Jeez.
It's been around for a long. I keep my programs around for a long time, a long time.
Ken, that was for Rochelle. That's not my email. You're on the right track there.
As we start, let me just talk a little bit about a few stocks that coming out with earnings. Now, today we have Home Depot, or had Home Depot. And as you can see here, the stock isn't doing all that great. It's not doing bad, but it's not doing all that great. Just kind of sitting there. And I believe tomorrow, if I'm correct, we have Target. Shortcut link in last Telegram message didn't work. Can you look into that, Matt?
Yeah. Kind of, but yeah, I'll ask.
Just look into Telegram. Look at the short links.
I don't control those though, so I
No,
don't.
no, I know. You could just see which one. 8/16, which is tomorrow. Yes, so I am correct. I am correct. If you look at the stock, and a lot of folks have been asking me, now Target is it's like the NVIDIA for retail stocks. About the all-in link. Okay, thank you for that. If you look at the stock, it's been doing horrific for quite some time. It's now reaching its swing low. And if you go back in time, it's probably near one of the lowest levels we've had since, let's see here, since 2020, since this rise right here. So we're back in that 2020 level right now. I don't know if we're going to go much lower, but I drew this line here for you guys a long time ago on Target. And we're right at that level right now. I mean, excuse me, we're heading towards that level. We broke the last level. I drew this a long time ago. I drew these levels for you a long time ago. And it looks like we're near the 126 and we're going to go down to the 98 level. So I do believe there's more downside. And if the earnings are bad tomorrow, the fact that Home Depot didn't go up, no, Daniel, have not heard of that company. The fact that Home Depot is not really moving, and from what I understand, they had better than expected numbers. Free cash flow surge, beat expectations, beat sales expectations. China, and the economy. And it's interesting because for a while there, the economy was rocking and rolling and the Fed was getting really negative. Now the Fed is not as negative and the economy is kind of the Finch report and a couple of other things. So the other thing I wanted to talk about before we really get into it. Yeah, they also announced a buyback, which is positive, not happening. So retail sales, month over month, positive 0.7. Yeah, go woke, go broke stocks. Yeah, I don't know about the woke thing. X vehicles, they beat expectations. They beat expectations. But what is the market doing today? That's what I said, Andrew. It's going down. And if you look at the QQQ, you'll see that it's not being held well. Once we break this level, we got these three levels here. And on the tech, I believe on the tech side, we are now at my level right here. Yeah, right there. Geez, I just can't control this to save my life today. There we go. Yeah, this thing is breaking. And let me show you technology. Not much market in the volume, not much volume in the market today. See, not breaking above that level. That's why I said if this was up here, that would be a different story. But seeing it all the way down here isn't making me feel warm and fuzzy. And I said that this morning in the video. So a few things to talk about today. Paul Tudor Jones, one of my favorite investors of all time. He boosted his stake in big tech and he exited VMware, Bach, and HRL. So let me show you what he's doing. He is exiting his position in this stock, VMware. It's always good to see what the big guys are doing. So it looks like he exited his position and took his profits on this position. I'm assuming he got in pretty low. He got out of Bach. Let me see, Bach. I have no idea why he wanted to get into this stock, but as you can see, it's doing well. So he got out of here. It looks like he took profit on that one. It's a 2-year chart. And Hormel. Now, Hormel was a stock that I was really watching closely, but it didn't do so well with consumer staples. Didn't do well at all. So I don't think he made much money on this stock. It's one of the lowest levels it's been in 3 years, and it looks like it may come down some more. And the whole COVID thing is behind us, where people were stocking up on all those things. Now, he's increased his holdings in SPY. He's increased his holdings in NVIDIA. He increased his holding in Google. Yes, it is, Tim. I like Google right now. He increases exposure in Amgen. And he increased his exposure in pins. Why he increases exposure in pins? I have no idea. But he only has 22,000 shares. Let's see here. No, excuse me. He reduced his exposure in pins. Reduced his exposure in pins. And he opened up a new position in AbbVie. No, we're not talking about Buffett. I'll show you what Buffett was doing. So that's Paul Tudor Jones. It looks like he's the fact that he's increasing his exposure in technology. He was one of the guys that was saying we're going to be in this choppy market for a while. The fact that he's increasing his exposure in technology is a positive sign for the market. Warren Buffett was buying home builders, Leonard Homes, and one more. I said it in my morning video. One more, not Pulte. What was it? It was one of the big ones. If somebody can remind me, it was in my morning video. It wasn't NVR, no. Leonard and one more. Pulte, Leonard, and then there's one more. It wasn't Toll, but it was DHR. DHR. That's it. That's the one. This one here. Yeah. Thank you guys. DH Horton. We'll talk about that later if I have time, Daniel. Let's stick to the script. This one here, and I like it right now. I really like how it's looking right now. I like both of those stocks. Home builders have been on a tear. Don't confuse home builders with the rest of the real estate market. It's not looking as pretty. So that's the second thing I wanted to talk about. The third thing I wanted to talk about was the bond market. Now, I told you guys a little while ago that I thought it was going to come down to this level, didn't I, Matt?
Did.
Matt didn't believe me and covered our position around here, right, Matt?
Yep.
But it went down all the way to below the level that I said it would. I said it right here live on this show, by the way. Yeah, exactly, Ken. And with the divergence, I don't think we're going to go much lower for the time being. I think we're bottomed out. I think we're going to hold this level. But if you look a little further, we could go here. There is another level down that we can go, but I think we're going to hump around here for a little while. Thank you, Ron. And then I think we're going to come down all the way to the 90 level, but not yet. Kashkari said this morning, Federal Reserve rate hikes have slowed the U.S. economy somewhat. He said, while we've made good progress, it's still too high. It's sticky. Inflation is sticky. We're going to continue seeing higher rates. The Fed doesn't want to panic anyone. We're going to see higher rates. But they don't want to panic anyone. But we're going to see higher rates. It doesn't have to happen every month. It can happen one time with a 0.75 doozy, right? They want to see where we are. They want to see where we're going. So last report before we get into the nitty gritty, and we do have a lot of nitty gritty to talk about today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got about 12 stocks to talk about today. Money managers boost risk, dump REITs to Lehman Brothers levels. Let me read this to you. Fund managers are becoming less bearish, buying more stocks in tech, like Paul Tudor Jones, and increasingly confident that the U.S. economy will avoid a hard landing. Their August fund manager survey, and I read this to you every month, That's 247 panelists with 635 billion under management. They said showed sentiment the least bearish since February of 2022. Wait till we have a couple of down days. That's based on a broad measure of cash positions, equity allocations, and economic growth expectations. Fund managers are still underweight the SPY, QQQ, Russell 2000, and midcaps, but exposure rose 13 basis points to net 11% underweight, the lowest underweight since April of 2022. It was also the biggest monthly rise since November. Looking at the economy over the next 12 months, a soft landing is still a consensus with a 65% expecting the outcome. Another 9% expects no landing, and hard landing stayed at 20%. Fund managers are piling out of REITs. Let me show you which ones at a record level. VNQ. XLRE. They're saying that these REITs are capitulating right now. Oops, wrong ticker symbol. Wrong ticker symbol. Don't write this ticker symbol. It's a wrong ticker symbol. CHHH. I got confused with the double H. They think these are capitulating right now. There's one more here. This is a global REIT. I'd be careful with this one. If this has China in it, I'm pretty confident it's going to go down to the 21 level. I think most of them have more downside to go. And they're allocating to tech stocks that rose from 8% to 19%. I'm not going to write which tech stocks because you guys know which tech stocks. The big QQQ, XLK, although you can't tell by looking at it. Bonds also edged up. Fund managers still consider the long big tech to be the most crowded trade despite boosting tech exposure. Looks like they're talking from both sides of their mouth. Following that, 13% said short China, with 6% saying long Japan, and 5% saying short the dollar. For bigger tail risk, 45% said higher inflation keeping central banks hawkish, still at the top from July. Worsening geopolitical got 14%, tied with credit crunch and recession. So you could see where that the risk of the hard landing is moving away. But yeah, I think more rate hikes. And Burry dumped JD and Bob. It means he's getting bearish on China. China's not doing well right now. With that in mind, wow, pretty fast today. Let's get into the nitty gritty. I got a lot of nitty gritty to talk about today. Get your pens, get your paper, get your ink, get whatever you write with. The good stuff is coming out. I look like a gangster today in the t-shirt. Really? A gangster? Okay, whatever you say. Oh, Matt. Matt looks like a gangster. I was like, Matt? Me looks like a gangster? Yeah, you do look frisky today, Matt. Yeah, but I don't think he's a gangster. I don't think you can get me to look like a gangster. Although I do have a pimp hat with the real that little thing. Yeah, the whole 70s thing going on. The feather, yeah, the whole feather. Put the collar up, Matt, and you've nailed it. This guy's funny. All right, so let's get into this. Night at the Roxy. I used to go to the Roxy when I was a kid. It was right on Sunset and La Cienega, about 5 blocks from where I used to live. Used to be a great nightclub back in the day. Nah, no gold chains. This was in the 80s, late 80s. All right, Baker Hughes. Oversold, made a swing high, pulling back. I like how it's staying up with the market pulling back a little bit. I like this level right here. We're doing continuations, folks. Time to wake up, take a piece of paper and a pen, and get going. Well, Matt's family's from New Jersey, so Grandpa still lives there.
Yep.
So that's all right, Jeffrey. There's always the replay. By the way, Matt, like a couple hundred people are watch this on YouTube live. I've
Really?
looked at the numbers.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I'll show you before we're done. Not in real time, but as we progress. The first video was 300 people. So yeah, 31 days out, 9:15 expiration. We want the 36 strike price at 80 cents. Don't offset it. Great price. There you go, Rochelle. You see, I'm starting to rub off of your market thinking opinions. Next one is CNX. Don't have a lot of tech, a lot of boring stocks today. Really boring stocks. Another one right here coming up. Have a little mini ascending flat top triangle. I know a lot of traders like this for their day trading stocks using 5-minute charts, but here we are. Oh, definitely boring is definitely good right now. In this case, we want to go for the 22 strike price expiring on 9:15. It's barely at 70 cents. You guys can do it. These are all calls. We're not. So when we switch to shorts, I'll let you know, Dan. We're not there yet. Usually we do puts last. Next one is I'm trying to get you guys on the right side of the market right now. What I really want to do is I want you to imprint the type of stocks that I'm liking into your head. Hopefully, at least in a little bit, you guys will say, okay, Roger would never buy this stock. If you start talking that way, that if I'm getting into your head in the middle of the night and saying, don't buy that stock, stay away from it, it's working. How many of you have Roger dreams or daydreams with me saying, stay away from that stock? Does it happen often or not yet? If it doesn't, keep watching these charts. Daydreams. All right, daydreams. Ask yourself, would Uncle Roger trade this stock? 9:15, Daniel. If it doesn't say that, then forget about it. Can't say. I don't remember my dreams for the most part either.
I had a dream last night that I was looking at a chart, but I was walking in the chart.
I like that.
Somehow you could see the different angles.
We're gonna put a green screen on you.
Yeah.
Here, the 35 strike price, expiring in 31 days. I'm with a pitchfork. There you go. That's the only continuations we have. So BKR, CNX, and EXTR. Now we do have quite a few pullbacks. That's where the money is today. Start here. Halo, there you go. Been getting a lot of emails. People really like this format, Matt.
Good.
Pulling back this is the energies. Let me show you a little longer term trend. So if you look here, you'll see that we're back in the channel. We may go a little bit lower, but we're pretty low right now. And I think energies are going to bounce up. I think we're going to continue this trend higher, especially with the smell of inflationary pressure increasing. Next one is RRC. Don't have a lot of excitement today in terms of like fancy stocks. Do you really risk money in this market today? Are you asking me, Cyrus? Yeah, well, I risk money in the market every day. I mean, I don't understand. How else do you trade stocks without risking money in the market? Let me go back to Fang. Sorry, Cyrus. I must have missed something. Yeah, I mean, today sucked, but I mean, we got to play with what we've got. Here on Fang, it was 9:15 expiration, the 150 strike to buy, and the 160 to sell. You're buying the 150, you're selling the 160, 9:15 expiration. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff going on today. Go back to RRC. Pulled back, made a swing high, nice steady trend. RSI oversold. Very, very simple. Very, very clean. Very, very simple. Let's look at the options. Want to go to 9:15. And we want to go to the 33 strike price. Yeah. Next one is well, like the well that we drink from. Look how good this one looks, Matt. I'd buy this right here. You know?
Me too. Still got room.
Yeah,
Already
I'd buy
looks like
this
it's
right here, Matt.
pivoting.
Hint, hint, Matt. I'd buy this right here. Look at the RSI coming up. Perfect trend. See, now you guys are Roger. Well, how do I know which one you like? Because I tell you, I get excited about. You don't have to wonder with me. I get excited. Oh, Matt's writing down something. Look at that. I like the 85 strike price. And you could sell the 90 if you can get 50 cents or over for it, expiring in 9:15. I like this stock. I really like this stock. There's really nothing and it's bucking the trend. What industry is it in? Let's see. Real estate. Is it residential? Real estate investment trust that engages in investment housing. Boom. That's it right there. Acute providers and health systems. So it's not commercial real estate. Bingo. Warren Buffett is putting more money into builders. This is good. Real good. Let's look at it. Yeah, it's coming up. It's nice. Nice. So far, I like this one quite a bit. Next one is Murray. Now, this is the second energy stock. I'm just letting you know this is the second energy stock that's on my radar today. You can see how it's pulled back. RSI is already done. Just to give you some perspective. In case you're asking me why, Roger? What is enticing you about this stock? What is burning in your a hole in your pocket about this stock? Do you see what it is? Do I need to explain myself? Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. 9:15. I had my first physical therapy appointment. They told me to go 3 times a week for a month. So I'm going to be starting that. So flexible. The hours are flexible. I can go right after this, before this. Just great. Living here is amazing. In LA, it would be a 3-hour ordeal, Matt, just to get there and come back home. It would be I would have to literally take the day off. 45 strike price. I count my blessings for living here. Living here is amazing. All right. Next one is, Steven, wait till you see the active stuff we're working on right now. How close are we to solving that puzzle we had, Matt?
Really close.
How close? Give me a percentage.
96.
96% close. All right. Next one is L. Nice consolidation. Had a gap this morning. RSI is already oversold. Lowest level from a swing high, 90-10 setup. The only thing I would like to see is, oh, for sure, Ken, for sure. If I do it, I do it at early. I do it at 9 in the morning. So I need 2 hours to prepare for this. So as long as I'm back here by 10 and it's 2 doors down and it's about 40 minutes. The only thing, you may have to excuse my appearance. I may be wearing t-shirts or softer clothes because I'm not, it's not comfortable to wear a dress shirt, but I'm pretty sure you guys can forgive me for that. So what I would have loved to have seen is it opening down right here and then coming straight up. Didn't do that. So what I need to see is it rallying towards the end of the day. Rallying hard, taking out the 62.54 level. Yeah, me too, Ken. So I'll give you the option, but again, I'm not happy about it unless it starts really gearing up. And if home builders are doing well, Lowe's should give Lowe's a little spruce up too. And in this case, we would be looking, so far, all the options we're looking at is, this is Lowe's, right? This is not Lowe's. I confused the two. This is Lowe's, a different company. Thank you for reminding me. Commercial property, casualty insurance, mostly insurance. But you're right, it's not LOW. It gets me every time. But this is the stock that I'm talking about. Again, I want to see it closing near the upper upper end of the range. And the strike price here would be, I'd buy the 60 or the 60, somewhere right here, 60, 65, somewhere right in this ballpark. If it doesn't do anything in 2 weeks, get out. Just get out. Next one is WMB. This is also probably, I would say, this is the second best chart today, Matt. First one was, what was that first one? It was, huh?
Well was the one I liked.
Right. And this one looks just beautiful. What is not to like about this? If I can imprint a chart in your head, this would be it right here. Look at this. Just a baby pullback coming in, getting a little standard deviation, already oversold. All you need is a little move with some geared options and you're good to go. So out of all the trades today, I like Wells and WMB the best. But I do like all of them, but I like these the best. I would go to the 35 option expiring in 31 days. Implied's not that high. Options about $70. Also, most of the options we've been looking at today are like $100, $150. Next one is EQT. Have we been talking about this stock a lot, Matt, lately? It seems like we have, but then, we have. Okay. I thought we have. See these pullback opportunities. Yeah, it's pretty good, Tim. Remember I said today we're going to be talking about a lot of boring stocks, not a lot of excitement, not a lot of exciting stocks. Dividend stocks should be looking a little better as long as they're not utilities, as with tech going down. So look at the RSI, look at where we're at. Beautiful uptrend. Did you miss the all-in stock? No, K, it's WELL and what was the other one, Matt? WMB? Or I don't know anymore. I don't even know anymore. WMB, yeah.
Down and you asked
I talk about so many ticker symbols that see, this is why. This is, you know how sometimes you guys tell me, Roger, I can't believe I took a loss on this trade. And to me, it's like, which one? To me, it's just a ticker symbol. It's just a number. It doesn't have any, to me, trades, losers, winners, they don't have any meaning. There's no meaning behind it. It's literally, you send a telegram about an all service, all in. Scott, I didn't send anything. My assistants, my marketers did it. I didn't do that at all. Yeah, the 1 o'clock class is not today. The 1 o'clock class is tomorrow. Clyde, that's my assistant. Clyde, my senior staff assistant.
It's for stealth, I think.
It's for stealth. It's coming tomorrow, not today. So in this case, we would go, but my point is I don't focus on any particular ticker symbol. So when I noticed you guys focus on one particular symbol, I know that means that trade must mean something to you, which means you don't want to liquidate it or you don't want to take profit on it, but there's some emotional attachment to it. All these trades should just be a means to profits and losses, nothing more. In this case, I like the 43 strike price. I like the 43 strike price. Oh, Miko, you like the DC. So Miko's talking about, hey, folks, I've been giving you guys some day trading picks. Before we get live with the day trading, I figured I'll give you some day trading picks. So I've been giving you the most stocks that have the most potential to move in the morning. I usually give it between 1 and 3. So Miko, I gave this stock in the morning today, and the stock was right here. Remember? And it doubled in price. Look at that. Pretty good, huh? Remember I said to buy it if it breaks out above that high or low? Did you do it, Miko? Did you listen to Uncle Roger? How did you do on that trade? Now that's a pretty big move, right? Good, good. Good, 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 good. Glad to hear that. So you guys like these morning trades? You guys like these little morning tidbits? I spend maybe 2 minutes in the morning on the video on it. All right, good. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Keep an eye on them. I usually give trades that are already up pre-open, 50%, 25%, 30%, and I let you know if I think they're going to drop or continue going higher. And I give you levels. I give you levels of where to buy or where to sell. Real simple, real clean, real simple. But if they're not up 50, 20, 30, 40% or down 20, 30, 40%, not going to talk about it. Let me write that down. DCTH. Nice, 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 nice. Whew, look at that baby. This thing moved. All right. All right. Wow. Nice. That's very nice. Let me just post that. I know they like it when I post it. Matt, can you post that?
Yeah.
For Miko? Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to the shorts. Let's move on to the shorts. I've got two shorts for you guys. HXL. Stock is in a downtrend. It broke down. It had 2 weeks of trading action that it couldn't fill the gap. It's overbought, and I believe it's going to come down. I think it doesn't have much to go. It can only go from about 69 to about 67. So you're going to have to you don't want to buy an out of the money option on this one. You want to go in the money on a put, assuming the put has a decent spread, and in this case, it does not. It does not. But this would be the option, the 70 strike price. The second one is DRV. This is a little controversial. Cyrus, this is why I'm here to give you, my
Triple leverage. Wow.
yes, Matt. Look at this. You see what I like about it?
I do.
Nice. And I think it's going to continue going down. And I like this positioning right now. And I think it's going to go down all the way from 46 all the way down to the $41 level. Matt, think bargain hunter. And in this case, you'd want to go. The spread is okay for the 47. It's not bad. You can work this. About 192. You probably get it about $2. It's okay. Remember, it's an ETF. It's an ETF. It's a man-made asset. William. So, William, I want to show you something. William asked me why I stopped doing the morning market watch. William, I'm going to show you something right now. Well, yes. And here's today's right there. And here's what we're watching live right now. But here's this morning's. I did it 4 hours ago. Do you see it? It's still there. See, William? Nothing changed. It's still there. Still there. Nothing changed. We still do them all the time, just like we did. Okay, so in this, nothing changed. They're still there, and you should be getting, if you're on Telegram channel, you would get notified. If you're not in Telegram, they still haven't changed the website. I don't know why. I don't know, Chris. You're asking me questions. I don't know. I don't have answers for you. I don't deal with Marquet. I've met her twice in my life, 3 times in my life. Yeah. Yeah, watch my morning videos. They're there. They're there every morning. So again, I like this short. I like this real estate stock. I think generally speaking, let's look at the constituents. I want to see what it has. No, Manny, I publish it myself every morning between 8 and 8:30. Every morning. Yeah, William, get on Telegram or check your email. But there, I post them personally every day around 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, they were posted 4 hours ago at 8:37 in the morning. I personally post them there. Me. It's not published late. They probably send it to you late. I go to the morning or get Telegram. You know what I do? I publish it, get the link, and send you a Telegram right away. Yes, cash to my cats will improve your access. So again, in terms of shorts, there's not that many short opportunities just yet setting up. In terms of the Dow today, I think the market is going to, just go to YouTube and go to Wealth Press. Now, this is what I wanted to talk before we conclude today. There's liquidity. There's enough liquidity on the option I gave you on DRV. That's right, Jeffrey. The Dow. Now I drew this. Don't throw me off my game right now. I did. I gave the strike price on. If I didn't give the strike price on DRV, I'll give it to you guys again. Here. We got plenty of time today. I thought that's what I said. 47 strike price. Look. Right here. You could probably you remember something. This option, this is not a real asset. It's a man-made asset. You can get the 47 at about 2 points, right around there. Yes, Cyrus, it is. If you look at statistics, it's of the MSCI Real Estate Bull and Bear Index. So it's basically the broad real estate index. It's not as much home builders. They're not doing all that great right now. They're not doing all that great. It has a lot of commercial real estate right now. So I think it's going to start coming back down. Now, let me talk about something important. I got a little time here. I want to use it wisely. John, you don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to raise your hand, but just ask in the chat and we'll respond. Matt will respond or I'll respond. So if you look at the Dow right now, please listen to me. Look at the last, this is a year chart. This is a 2-year chart. I drew this about 3 weeks ago, and I explained that we're going to bounce off of this level. We're probably going to hit the first level of support, and then we're going to come back into our trading range. I still believe that. Nothing has changed. Now, with that said, some sectors like industrial are performing better. The blue chip stocks are now taking the lead over technology stocks. But as you could see here on the industrial, they're all breaking down. They all look soft. Be very, very cautious with the market over the next few sessions. With the bond market dropping so precipitously, yes, precipitously, I said that fancy word, and coming down to this level, like this drop right here, is putting a lot of pressure on technology stocks. Therefore, I'm being extra cautious. You might or might not have noticed that there was hardly any technology. There was no technology stocks in today's presentation. I'm very nervous about tech stocks right now. And let's see what seasonality talks about, because seasonality can give us further clues. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to open the door. I'll be right back, folks. Matt, take over and show them the seasonality, okay?
Yep. Good clamp. All right, folks. So let me share. We can get on with it. There we go. All right. To the short side, your sectors. Yeah. Again, I mean, heating up a little bit, still hovering 50, 60, but nothing really jumping out there. Just kind of move on from there. On the long side, your sectors. I'm going to sort by color. Consumer staples, the big leader, 17 trades, 1.46 profit factor, closely followed by utilities and industrials. Other than that, I mean, you've got acceptable levels in tech. and basic materials. But that's pretty much about it. On the short side, a few interesting trades.
Sorry, Matt, I missed the first part. Give me the summary.
Really nothing on the short side, still hovering 50-60. On the long side, you had consumer staples, the strongest seasonally. Then you've also got basic materials, utilities, and industrials.
Gotcha.
Top setups on the short side, T-Mobile, Charter, RSG. Notice you've got cell phone carrier. Oh yeah, let me turn my mic back up.
They can't hear you, Matt.
Okay. That should be a little louder. Maybe not.
Give them some sound, man. Give them some sound.
There we go. Almost there. That should be a good level. Okay. Yeah, I had to crank down. I didn't want the echo.
You won't get the echo if your thing is off. You won't get the echo.
It's picking you up a little bit, actually.
It's picking me up.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me at all through? Are you guys hearing any echo at all right now between Matt and me? See, no echo.
I think it's filtering it, but it's
only
picking
time,
it up
the
on
only
the
time,
mic.
And Ken will tell
I'm telling you, it's picking you up on the decibel. I think Zoom is fixing it.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, when you're talking, my decibel reader's moving.
All right. Well, right now
We're good to
leave
go.
your sound at that level, okay?
Got Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile all moving together to the short side.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Verizon, huh? I've been pretty bearish Verizon most of this year.
And Charter, also communication stock.
I'm looking at Verizon right now, Matt. It looks like it can go down to the $31, $32 level pretty easily. A couple of points down to the downside.
Getting pretty weak after that. Maybe a few of these. General Mills. Think I know someone that's short General Mills. Or did I short Kellogg? I don't remember. One of those two. Top setups on the long side. We'll ignore all those. There we go. So I can stop guessing. Got Rollins, industrial stock, 23 trades, 95% win rate. Earnings are in October, so you're good to go. Haven't looked at the chart though. LYB still coming up. Energy. Pretty mixed still as far as the top longs. Although consumer discretionary is dominating right there. A few industrials, materials, utilities, some healthcare. It was Jeffrey. I think Celeste is in that right now.
What?
I'm just scrolling down so everyone can see. I'm not going to read them all out because there's a lot today. That used to be a darling stock, Fortinet. Not anymore, though. Let's see here. We are 191 to the long side.
Where do you get the seasonality document from? Oh, that's from Amy Broker. You guys will be able to get, for anybody who has the data miner software, the next version, which will probably be available, 6.5 weeks from now, Matt?
Somewhere.
They told us 9 weeks about 3 weeks ago. So about 7 weeks, you'll be able to press a button and generate a list. So that'll be able to do it. You could do it manually now on your data miner software, but you could do it. You'll be able to do it mechanically. The top ones in the next couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
They're working on it feverishly. Yes, feverishly. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was reading the chart on the chat. Excuse me.
Yes.
We just have 10-day hold left. See if there's anything good for us. The bonds.
Yeah, the bonds. We hit my target on bonds. I was right. Matt was wrong. Told you we'd go down to below 105, and we did. Closed our position too early. Only made like 50%. I'm just messing around. It was a great trade, but I think we hit our target. We're gonna kind of mess around a little bit around this area for a while, and I think we're gonna go lower on the bond market, but not yet. I think XLE. I would wait a little bit later in the week. I want to see how we do, but I like those stocks that I gave you, the Fang stock and Murphy Oil. I like those. Those I do like quite a bit. What else you got for us, Matt? I'm throwing fancy words. I don't know where they're coming from. This is what happens when I don't have to read 480 slides on the screen for an hour.
Yep. We're gonna have to put you back on the slides.
I'm just messing around. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling better. I'm just giving you guys a hard time.
That's good. You passed your neck thing to me now.
We've made really good progress on the day trading numbers that we were trying to get yesterday. As Matt said, 96% done. So we're in a good place right now.
Caesars, pretty weak.
Send me an email, Jeffrey, and I'll explain it to you.
RE.
Anthony, I'd have to look at it. Actually, I have another computer that I have right here that I could look at right now. Imagine that. So I've set up my desktop here. Now I have this. So Jeff, who that asked me this question? Anthony, I think I like the downtrend it's in. I would wait for a pullback to the $43, $44 level and then short it. Not right now. Garmin was one of our wrecks. Yes. How's it doing today, Matt? If it's making money, Val, it's my wreck. If it's losing money, it's Matt's wreck. No, it's down today. What's the deal with that? Where's our stop loss? Where's our profit target? What's going to happen, Matt? What are we doing with that trade?
I will tell you.
We were actually talking about it this morning.
Yeah, so we might get out of it today.
You see that, Val?
Yeah.
We may get out of it today.
Although it's consolidating at the bottom. The problem is I didn't really like it past the 103. But now intraday, if it keeps hanging around.
We want to see how it's going to do at the end of the day. If it doesn't do well, we're going to get the hell out of it.
Yeah, if it doesn't start to rally towards in power hour 3 to 4, then we'll get out.
And someone just asked me, Paul, where do I see the S&P going over the next 30 days? I see it going to the 4,300 level. 4,300, maybe 4,400, 4,300. That's where I see it. I see it going lower.
We are.
Mark. That's why I want to get out of it. Maybe make a little, maybe lessen our downside and get out of it. Petro, sorry, what did T phrase? What? Which trade were you talking? Somebody asked me about the SPY.
Where I think
SPY's going to go. And we're talking about three things at once. We're talking about Garmin and SPY and something else. Yeah, GIS is doing great. All right, folks, we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I will see you at a regular time. And I'll see you soon. If anybody has any questions, concerns, comments, feedback, anything except negative comments. Negative comments, go to Matt. Positive comments, go to me. Don't you love how this business works? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just giving you all a hard time. Bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you.